All right. Welcome back to the Bobby and Renee show. This is Bobby. I'm Renee. Okay. Yeah. So what are you going to say to that? Okay. Thank you. Anyway, this show topic is
how do you handle creative differences? It's very easy. I'm always right. End of the show.
whatever. Whatever.
How do we handle creative differences? I don't really think that we have any differences. We may have subtle ways we want to do things differently.
Yeah.
Like right now, we are currently working on a project called Flags on the Field, which is going to be a web series based loosely on her life growing up in Detroit. So what it is that she will tell me certain things that's going on or happened in the past, funny stuff, dramatic stuff like that. And I take those ideas that she's giving me and twist it up, add my own little man thing to it, and give it a flair. So, and then I let her read it, and then she will comment on, did I capture the essence of the whole story or not? So that's how we go back and forth. There's never an option where as though, hey, this is how I'm going to do it, and this is what it's going to be. Even when we was doing Love Atlanta Style, which is the show that I wrote it, and basically what it is my show. She didn't direct it. She was in it. She starred in it. But I would write it out and let her read it. And she had any opinions on it, I would definitely take it into consideration and make the changes necessary. So like that, because that's what married people do, in my opinion. You go back and forth.
You compromise.
Right. So, and us being filmmakers, that's what it's all about. You might, when you see a movie, there are a dozens of people on a list, who made that movie possible. Our situation is just us. So,
until we get a team, which we are.
We got a team, but right now, as far as the creativeness right there, I don't think it will ever change the dynamics of what we have going on. I mean, even with the team, we're always going to be where we are now because we work well together, and a team wouldn't come on board if we hadn't set the standard anyway.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I think also with me as well, especially when we're on set, writing is a little bit different because, like you said, we bounce ideas off of each other. When I'm writing something, I write it, I let him read it, and he say, well, maybe you should build this character up a little bit more, or, oh, that sounds good, or maybe, that sucks, you know what I mean? And I'll take all that into consideration, and I'll tweak it and correct it or whatever from that point. Now, as far as us being on set together, I look at him as he's my boss.
That's
because,
right.
Hold on,
What?
Before you get the big head,
What?
Let me explain.
Okay. I'm the boss. You heard that. I'm the boss.
The reason being is because he brought me into the film industry.
That's right.
And so I'm still learning a lot about, what goes on in the film industry. And I love it because he's taught me so much, just like he's taught so many other filmmakers a lot. So I listen to him. I don't try to overstep him or argue with him. Or if there is a difference of opinion, if I'm directing and he say, well, maybe you should do it this way, and I don't agree with that, then I'll say, okay, well, let's, pull me to the side and tell me why, because I don't like that shot, or,
Right.
But
we never had that situation.
Yeah, we did.
When?
A couple times, just with, like, you're always a big thing about breaking the 180.
Oh yeah, if you break the 180,
Yeah,
that
so
just,
he be like, no, you can't do it that way. But I'm like, but I like that shot. I want to make it work.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, you're breaking the 180. So then we'll try to come up with something different.
Yeah.
To try to compromise the 180.
But that's not a creative difference. That just
it is because that's my creativity into that particular shot.
But it's just a rule.
The 180 is a rule, but my rule said I wanted that shot.
But every filmmaker's okay. All right.
Excuse me.
Anyway, but but
see what I'm saying? Creative differences. See what I'm saying?
I mean, but even with this particular show right here, people like how we bounce off each other. And that's one of the things that we get compliment a lot on. You know what? I wish our marriage was like you guys' marriage because you guys get to talk to each other, work with each other, and you guys compliment each other on your sentences and your phrases. And I think the thing that works best for us is that we are friends. Like guys or girls, when you're out with your buddies, you're out with your girlfriend, whatever, you guys have that camaraderie with one another. Where hey, if you guys out hanging, you guys have that unspoken rule of how things are gonna roll. So I think we have that same thing. As if I was out with my homie. You know what I'm saying? We have that unspoken energy where hey, I know what she's feeling, she knows what I'm feeling because we kind of put that together. Like you said, the only difference that we had on set is about a 180 rule, but I really can't recall a situation where as though she did something I didn't like or vice versa. You know, I don't think it's ever been that situation. Now, it may be some cast decisions.
Oh, gosh. Let's not even talk about that.
I might have made a cast decision.
That is a creative difference. Trust me.
Right. And granted, because some of the people she cast, I would have never thought to have cast, but they wound up being like the best people. I admit. I admit. You know, they wound up being one of the best people. And they are some of our dear friends to this day. And some people that I have cast, dead silence. But you know, I'm more of the, you know, giving type. She's not.
I'm not. No, I'm not.
And it's kind of crazy because we were shooting a project and she did something that I thought she would never do. She cast somebody on a project that we're still writing. I'm still shocked about it. I'm like,
because I can see raw talent. I know raw talent. I can see that is a gift for me, and I can see it. And if I know that this person can pull off this particular character that's in my mind, haven't really been birthed yet, that's talent.
Yeah, I mean, I give you that.
That's talent.
I give you that because the person you did cast and the project we are currently writing is very good.
Yeah,
and she's very, very good. So, it's funny because, like I said, I was like, well, what? What?
I cast someone just off of our acting class that she was a guest there doing something else. She wasn't even a part of the acting class. And she came in and did an improv.
Cast as the lead.
And I was like,
feature.
And we have been looking for this lead for a very long time.
Yeah.
I said, that's her. She's it. And she came on set and she nailed it.
Yeah.
She killed it. So I can see raw talent. Bobby was like, oh, you know, we just give it to them. No, we're not giving anything. We've been stuck before in that position.
Yeah.
So that's where our creative differences kind of come in at. But we compromise with it. You know, we'd be like, okay, you know what, never again.
Yeah, like
that's
that
just
one
not
guy
gonna happen.
cast.
Oh gosh, we're not even gonna talk about that.
Yeah, that was it was so bad. It was so bad.
Listen.
But,
This him. Ready?
Yeah, go. And action. Now turn left. Your other left. Exactly just like that.
Baby, where you get him from? Did he even audition? Did he send in the audition reel? Now that's when I got upset.
I mean,
now,
he looked the part.
I had to pull him in the room and say, what in God's name did you do? He looked the part. Lord have mercy. Let me tell you, I was so heated. Because we had wasted time, energy, money, everything on this particular person. We had to go back and reshoot so much. But it's cool.
No,
you know, we got past that.
Yeah.
We got past that. So now I'd be like, babe, let me take a look at him first, please.
Yeah.
Let me just see who who you're casting, because your track record isn't that great.
I mean, granted, you know what I'm saying? I like to, see, my thing, ever since I came to Atlanta, I always wanted to be that person to help people live their dreams. So, and I do that. So, you know.
Everybody. Oh, I'm sorry.
Anyway, I like to help people live their dreams. So I thought, hey, this guy, you know, he really wanted to do it. You know what I'm saying? And when it came down to it, he really couldn't do it. And you know, it's bad because you was given the opportunity to present your skill and craft, but you didn't take it seriously enough to learn the lines.
Yeah.
So that's what, you know, that's my downfall, because, you know, it's a curse and a gift. I give people parts to you know, hey, I believe in you to do it. But if you don't take the time to be, you know, serious about the craft, not only have you made a fool of me, but you really made a fool of yourself in the process of it. Because now I'm like, okay, you're not really serious. Like, there's this one guy who hit me up on Facebook all the time. Hey, I want to cash you. Oh, yeah. And every time we go to shoot, go ready to go cast, he cancels. Like the day before.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then what happened, another filmmaker friend of mine had hit me up and said he did the exact same thing to them. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, so, you know.
That's when you begin to get a name for yourself in the industry. You kind of become blacklisted.
What did I say, blacklisted?
Well, no, because, honey, look, trust me. if you do it to me once and then somebody else turn around and say you did it to them, then I'm done with you. And
Right,
9
that's
times
true.
out of 10, that other filmmaker's done with you, and whoever else they talk to and
Yeah.
ask, well, how was this person when they worked with you?
Yeah, I mean, we do that. We all. I mean, if it's an actor
Your
who
name
come to me
will exceed itself.
and I know you work with somebody that I know, first thing I do is ask them, hey, how was so and so? So yeah, we do that, but I don't personally blacklist you per se. I just probably won't cash you in nothing. But I'll probably still be cordial with you.
Oh yeah, you be cordial. I mean, that's business, and then everything else, we're cool.
Yeah.
But
so that's one of
please
the
don't
things.
come to me and ask me to cash you in anything else. I mean, that's just it.
Yeah. So anyway, that's our creative differences. Like how we do every week. We're gonna end this with 1, 2, 3, and peace.